Hello, Brawl. Just coming in here?
No. First,
Let's see
first
here.
aid, please.
Oh, you can hear now? Alright. Not sure if it's any sort of window problems. You can hear the game, right?
I can hear the game. Well, then again, that's because I'm watching the
You're
stream.
in Discord. I mean, like the
Yeah,
stream.
okay.
I can't hear the game on stream, Burke.
Really?
No. Because I'm streaming. The stream in Discord is just different from the stream
Oh,
online.
right.
Alright, let me see here.
Oh, I can hear it. I can hear it now.
You can hear it? From my...
And I hear your voice.
Alright, I'm gonna keep playing this then. Hold on, I'm gonna... Right. Okay. Let me take this, open it up, take the flask, drink the flask. Brawl, can you hear the game at least? Take a quick look up back here. Yeah, I can't hear it on the stream, Burke.
Oh, well, I just hear your voice. That's it. I hear my voice and me. So.
Yeah, Rule saying can't hear game. Okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
You just threw the first aid case on the other side?
Yeah. Alright, now let's try here. Give it a moment, Rule. Now that's kind of annoying. I lost most of the beginning of my game. No one could actually hear any of the explanations I was giving. And fleece. So most people won't really know how to get past this part. This is something you have to get past. And what's also kind of annoying is that the game capture, even though it says it'll capture audio and it's on, it's not actually capturing the audio. A game capture window, it's not capturing anything. Thanks, game. Thanks, OBS. Right. So how do you solve this puzzle? Well, you read a book.
That's it.
Yep. First, we have to read a few things.
They are coming! I have freed hellish forces, and now the price must be paid. Derceto is the prey of evil. The sun has set. They will find my body, but will not have my soul. I can imagine the master's fury and the terror in the hearts of his slaves. I hear their footsteps. Some may understand what I have done. May God forgive me. Farewell, Jeremy Hartwood.
I gotta love the voice acting.
Good oldie animation.
Yeah, so that's the letter you find in the secret compartment of the piano. And then go over here to a book.
Fragment of the Myth of the Golden Fleece. Translation, Edouard de Villeban. Hesperides Publications.
Then Perseus came across Ichthys, who had been turned into stone. He spoke to his companions and said, "Beware of the Medusa. He who looks into their eyes is doomed to the same fate as that which befell poor Ichthys, and will never more set eyes on Seriphos." "Must we go blindfolded?" asked Eumolpus. "Take up your bronze shields and polish them until they flash in the sun," answered
That must have
Perseus.
been Maria.
"Fill your hearts with courage. May Artemis guide us as though we were an arrow from her quiver." But Eumolpus was not satisfied. "Why do that, Perseus? Is 3 inches of sharpened metal not enough to destroy these accursed creatures?" Then Perseus drew his sword, which shone and glittered in the sun, and with it he dazzled Eumolpus. "Now what can you see?" the companions of Zeus' sons laughed. "Let us set to work, so that our shields may shine like mirrors."
And there's your hint, right there.
Oh man, you have to understand poetry. That's how it just stands there. Like, hi.
Go over here.
Or we can just walk slowly.
And I've got a few things here. I could probably drop down later. And look, I survived the 3rd floor. Sword. Look, guys, it's a sword. Let me go grab the sword. Nothing could possibly. No.
How are you supposed to bed at night?
Yeah, it's a night. Yeah. Oh. Have an arrow. I do have like 4 shots. And that one swipe took out like 4 of my health. Five, actually. Oh, right there. Yeah, I don't think it can be ended up. Can other things though.
This is pseudo armor.
Oh my feet are iron too. So I can kick it and it's cut like this. Yeah, I think this is another invincible enemy.
Oh joy.
Alright.
The invincible enemy. My favorite type.
Smack it, smack it. There we go. Smack.
Smack his ass.
Smack. Up. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right.
How do you like being combo stunned?
Atria logic just beat it up. There we go. Okay. That's enough for me. Yeah, so there's people in this game you can't just fight with your hands and fists. So while I've beaten up the chickens and the zombies of the game with my fists, I can't with the knight. So you just gotta avoid it. And here's a ghost. ammo. Here, let me do a quick save, because you probably can tell what's going to happen here. Ghost. So here's why you should never spook the ghost.
Alright.
Oh. They didn't like me calling her nothing important. So I'm just going to walk out of here. Oh dear. Yeah, it even follows you across the... Notice how the house is still shaking. Yeah, this is probably, this is why you don't spook the ghost. So if you try going back downstairs...
Still there.
Yeah, it's still there. Even the night got provoked.
Even the night. Oh, there's the game over.
And here's the game over screen. The end. Yeah, so don't touch ghosts in this game. That's what happens. Now, if remember, I got the cartridge, box of cartridges.
So it's literally just instant death, huh?
Yeah. So I put the ammo in the rifle. Now it has 12 shots. I'm going to take the gramophone. I'm going to make my way around the ghost. Probably didn't like how I told it was nothing important. It's understandable. A photography of Jeremy with his niece. That's Emily. Poker and a matchbox. Like in just this little bit of segment, there's two enemies there you just have to avoid. You can't do anything about them. And let's think. There is a little segment downstairs I could do. Now, if remember, I saw someone who mentioned this. You can just put all your books down right here. So Jeremy's letter. I'll put it there and there. The fleece book. I'll put it there. Now, if remember right, the keys and all that, you don't need that. After it's been named, that means you've used them. I'll put them right over here. The chest key, I'll just throw it. No. Okay. And that's all locked. Outside garden, pretty nice. And right here are more ghosts. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the gramophone right here. Kinda looks like something you could find right there. remember, like, this door you can't ever open for some reason.
You have to use hex.
I just think there's like no key for it.
So it's just there for ha funny.
It's there to say, well, it's a house. It has something kind of that should be there, but you just can't open it on either side. Yeah. Take a record. Is there anything else here? Now, here's something you should also keep in mind. When you're inspecting this statue, do it from behind. Because then you can back out quickly. I'll show you why. Arrow, arrow, arrow. And I'm out of here, because there's a lot of spiders.
Backwards. Push.
Yeah, so... don't try fighting the spiders. I've tried it too, but they just don't die. Unfortunately. Now head over here. Found a key. And a biscuit box, which is, I think, like the third thing you can ever use to heal in this game. So now I have 32 health. So that gave me 5 health. I'll just put it here. Take some knives. Very good. Now it's a little short, and in this game you want something a bit long. So even just kicking is a lot better.
Kicking? I want to do some kicking.
No water. Let me save here. Food. Go in here and you'll find just a pantry. Oh, and there's a guy behind me.
Oh,
So I might as well use this gun for something, right?
This is why we have gun rates.
Yes. Here's an oil can. Open search. Full of water. Here. Box of shoes. And right there's a revolver. 6 shots. It's an empty box, so I might as well just toss it. Anything else? I'll use the oil. No, put it down. Now I could probably throw the knife, now that I think about it, as a weapon.
Put the knife down.
Put the knife down, man. So here's another thing that you can possibly... Please, guy, run. Oh no, it's locked! Oh. Now keep in mind, this fight is completely avoidable. But I'm here to kill all the zombies, so I don't really care. Here's a knife! Have it! Oh, I missed. Here, have a knife! Wah ha ha! And I take it, and then I throw it. Let me throw the poker. I'm gonna throw the revolver now. I'll throw an arrow.
Smack.
Here, you have another arrow. This is stupid. This is a stupid way to play, but it's pretty funny.
The chink.
Yeah, I completely missed with that throw. I don't actually see people use the revolver much, so me. One shot. Two shot. There we go.
One fish.
One fish, two fish, three fish, four.
Four
Oh, this
fish.
guy's gonna come up now. Take that, mister. And dead. Yeah, so I just used up a whole bunch of ammo and resources to fight these zombies. Did I have to? No. Did I want to? Yeah. Bang, bang, bang! Thank you, kitchen gun! You know, it's actually kind of funny because I found it in the kitchen.
Thank you, kitchen gun.
Thank you, kitchen gun. If you walk in here, oh no, it's starting to fill up with smoke, so then you gotta get out. That smoke, by the way, does 5 damage to you. Each tick. So it will quickly, oh, now it's unlocked, because the zombies are dead.
So it'll just quickly kill you, huh?
Yeah, it will just quickly kill you. You have to solve the puzzle of how to get around that cigar. Which we don't have the solution to yet. So we'll go over here. I'll put away some of our items. Actually, I don't think I have anything here I can just put away yet. I don't think I need so many knives on me.
Trevor's playing Spooky Time.
Yep. I've got a sword for the stuff.
Yeah, YouTube and Discord.
Here we go. I've got the key from the kitchen.
What's the name about? What's the synopsis?
You're a reporter investigating a spooky house.
He's
You were
not.
called here.
He's supposed to go over here and clearing out the attic of its piano, which is an antique. He just gave it
Am I gonna
$150 and the key.
Am I gonna get jump scared?
Kind of. Ah.
It's not that scary, I mean, dude. This is like old ass horror.
Okay. No,
Hey, old horror can still be pretty terrifying. There, I found some bullets there.
The way the music just kicks in. Da-na-na-na.
Oh yeah, so Bird, I did look into your butt. Actually,
Are you kidding me? I got damaged by that?
I'm about to search up on eBay right now.
I got damaged for
Yeah.
10 health from that because I stood in front of the barrel.
But yeah, like if you're looking for a good price 3DS, yeah, eBay is a good spot.
I was just trying to get like a new Nintendo 3DS to be
Oh
honest.
yeah, then you can easily, if you want to guarantee that you get a good one, just get it from Nintendo, because Nintendo actually has their own eBay store. They have
I
an
wanna
eBay
sh-
store.
I'll talk to you about it later. There's like 115 and 200.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap actually. Back when they were in their heyday, they were like 300 or some shit.
Yeah, I know.
But they're pretty cheap.
Run!
Run,
Run, man, run! Tapping my... There we go. Oh my gosh, no!
Did you get jump scared? Did you die?
No, I keep taking damage because I'm trying to get the block in front of the barrel, but I keep standing too close to it. So it rolls into me.
Yeah, but yeah, surprisingly, Nintendo has an official like eBay store, and that's where they sell their refurbished stuff.
Wait, where? Does it say?
Yeah,
Do I just
literally.
look at the
Just go-
Nintendo eBay?
No, just go eBay, and then just literally look at Nintendo. They'll show up.
Nintendo? Or just Nintendo as a whole?
Yeah.
Now let me
I'm
let me
looking at
save
the
here,
I'm
seller.
looking at the top rated so far, and there's like this random dude. It's, Retro Load NYC.
There we go.
Good night.
What? Oh, yeah.
So you're looking for a new 3DS, right?
Yeah, Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah. So that's why you don't go down there.
Wow.
I'll just look into this later, but I just
Oh.
because I wanted to. That's like the first thing I kind of want to get when I start my job. Well, no, because when I get my first paycheck, I'm gonna help my parents out with bills. I'll fill you in that later when Turbs gets done streaming. But after that,
Alright.
I'm gonna buy a 3DS.
So I did get some bullets.
But do you have a gun?
I do.
Yes.
Now my revolver has 8 bullets in it.
It's a shotgun.
You really have to go to the menu just to reload the damn thing?
Yes,
What?
this is
Yeah.
how it used to
Wow.
work. That's how it used to work, man.
And then the rifle has 10. Though it acts more like a shotgun. And I have
Check
this
it out.
block here, which is not really doing me anything. So I'll just toss it.
I need to unzip HSR. Forgot about that.
It's really huge. Let me just pick it up off the ground. Oh.
You picked up a block.
Yeah, because it was downstairs in front of the barrels.
Alone in the dark. That's just... Damn. How did you know I was like driving alone in the dark?
I've got lots of ammo.
So like, is there like monsters in this game? Like, what's poppin'?
Yeah, there are bosses in this game.
And you get that much bullets?
Yes.
Okay, he's walking, bro. How the fuck supposed to like dodge?
You don't. So, like, for example, if I go in here, take the notebook. There we go. That was a zombie chicken, by the way.
In the mouth.
Diary of Jeremy Hartwood.
A zombie chicken.
September 27th, 1924. I have decided to keep this diary. Too many inexplicable events have taken place recently. Never have dreams so haunted my every waking moment. Perhaps my romantic mind was too dull, and has only now woken up to these new paths and visions. Some, seeing my recent paintings, may question my sanity. I can only ask them, what is sanity? Where does madness begin? September 28th, 1924. The night is pitch black. I am again drenched in sweat. I was wandering in the dunes, among giant standing stones. They were arranged in a circle, and the wind whistled about
Finally
them.
upgrading my mice, guys.
I plunged my hand into the soil
I'm done
and
using the
felt
wired
that
mice.
repulsive
Going
thing which was
wireless.
trying to catch me.
Wireless.
It seized me.
No, 'cause every time
I struggled to
I've
break
been having
free of
problems
its
with my mice
loathsome
where,
embrace and managed to tear
because
my
of
hand away. It was covered in sticky substance.
how do I say this?
I was
Ew,
gripping
sticky substance.
a
It will
knife.
stop. It will stop like it will stop.
October
inputting,
5th,
and it causes me to,
1924.
like, lose, like,
The stone circle is a
lose my
pentacle.
inputs.
Derceto's library is
decided to
filled
get,
with
like,
books on the
mice.
occult. I will
Only
study
because,
those
I
books
got a gift card
until
for
I
my
find some explanation for the dreams. The visions that
right,
haunt
Berg,
me
how's your
must be
summer
connected to
marriage
my
going?
discoveries. I shall have to undertake a
say this.
profound
It's-
exploration of
that
my
one's-
dreams.
Okay.
December 16th.
December 16th.
Dear
oh
God,
this knife, it
I
was
have
really
found the
near what
knife.
I've learned fills me
It was
with
hidden here,
apprehension. It's a
and what I have
sacrificial
learned fills
dagger.
me with apprehension.
Oh, shit, we got
It is a sacrificial dagger
Of the blade
belonging
tearing
to
through
some
human flesh
unholy
horrifies me, and
cult.
must continue to my
The
research.
thought of that blade tearing
The
through
re-
human flesh horrifies me,
The
yet I
Rectfo
must continue my
is a
research.
storehouse of
Derceto is a
treasures.
storehouse of treasures.
Oh my
Was
god,
my
dude, that
father
sounds-
right after
Was
all?
my father right after all?
January 23rd.
Spent
I spend
January
all my
23, I spent
days
all my days
plunged in
plunged
dusty books. The servants
Servants
are convinced I am mad. At
the
night,
special
I awaken them with my
special copy
screams.
is very
The dreams are
Isn't it?
draining
Oh,
what
is it?
sanity I
Okay,
still
yeah.
have. I have tried staying
I
awake,
have
but in
that shit
vain.
muted, that's why.
My visions have changed. No
Oh,
doubt
I'm
the
just
influence
I'm
of
playing
my
something else,
father's
that's why.
research. February 7th, 1925. The Dark Man, that is what I call him, has revealed his true face to me. He appeared, as usual, near the fireplace, but this time he approached me. His terrible smile will haunt me to my dying day. His breath was ice, and his burning eyes froze me. I could not move. I know, as surely as I have ever known anything, that the face I saw, the face that has turned my nights into hellish torture, is the mask of death. March 10th. My exhaustion is beyond description. The endless reading burns my eyes. It seems that pirates frequented the area. Dr. Herbert insists I keep to my bed. I have moved to another bedroom and sleep much better now. The Dark Man has not gone, however. I know it. He will wait for as long as he must. Unless I, Jeremy Hartwood, can find a way to send him back to whatever hell he comes from. March 11th. My poor knowledge of Greek and Latin is a serious handicap to my reading. I have, nevertheless, made a great step forward. I drew the symbol on the floor. He can no longer go there. I want him to understand that I can do the same thing in my bedroom. I can imagine his rage and frustration. Only last night he found his way back into my dreams. March 13th. The translation will seriously dent what money I have left. I cannot paint. My pictures are clearly the work of a lunatic. The collector Thornhill's embarrassed smile was proof of that. March 29th. He has come back. He found the door to my dreams. I am too weary to attempt any defense. I have no strength left to fight, and he knows it. He considers me dead already. Could I possibly? March 30th. How ironic! The cave my father sought for so many years is here, beneath the house. Waits, the butler discovered a crack in the cellar wall. A breeze blows in through it, icy and repugnant. I am filled with horror at the thought of my father dying in this place. I will carry to my grave the vision of his face contorted in the agony of that fatal heart attack. His body was twisted. He had wept. His fingernails were torn and bloody from scrabbling at the floor. Dr. Gray concluded that death had been due to a heart attack. It was Waits, who some time later was informed that my poor father had in fact bitten off his tongue and choked on his own blood. March 31st. I explored the cavern in a dream. The dark man came with me.
Hey, bro.
Strangely,
I'm getting sleepy
I felt almost well. How can I describe what I saw? No. What words are capable of explaining such evil?
What evil?
I realized that my death was of no interest to him. The dark man wants something else. He seeks a body. His avid servants are now free. I am the cause. It is almost funny. A curse is on Derceto. From the foundations to the very rooftop, I can no longer struggle, let alone eradicate the evil that grips the house. The end is very near, I can feel it. I have taken the decision to...
That's not fruity as hell.
May he who finds this diary pray for my soul.
Jesus Christ. That dude really was going through some horrible shit, man.
Yeah, he was.
He won't stop coming into my dreams. I can't fucking paint.
Anything there? No.
I was like, if you pull that out, something was gonna like freaking.
No.
This is a modern game that was like made retro.
No.
No,
This is from 1992.
Yeah, this is what inspired Resident Evil and all the other horror games after it.
Oh, actually?
This is the
Yep.
game that started it. The whole
Resident
time.
Evil was because of this game.
I was like,
Hello.
what the fuck
Wait.
is that?
I'm not fighting. Stay down.
Slap.
There.
Slap. What inspired Joseph taking out this role? I don't know, some really crazy shit.
Yeah, so that's the monster in the bathroom. If I can find the run.
Smack. No, bad creature. So I checked eBay.
There we go.
Nintendo doesn't have the official store anymore. They discontinued it.
Of course they have.
I saw.
They used to have a place where they sell their refurbished consoles and stuff, but I guess they just stopped now.
Because, well, here, I'll stream for you.
Here we go. New room. This room is in the dark.
Get it? 'Cause alone.
In the dark. Oh, the lamp is off. Thankfully, I got the matchbox.
You don't see this.
Heavy statuette and another book.
What is LL here? It says 3DX.
Let me put the...
Oh, these are just... No, I don't want these.
I can't search with the lantern, unfortunately.
That's it. XLL. I think that's just what it's called in Japan.
Here we go. Let me check the...
So 3DS X.
Some bullets.
That's LL. I think that's just what it's literally called in Japan.
Nothing important.
Oh, okay. Then the new... There's one that's...
Look at there. I got even more bullets.
Bullet.
So now my revolver has 12 shots. Don't ask how.
I don't know how the hell that carries that many shots, but okay.
I mean, how does the TF2 grenade launcher hold 2, like 3 instead of 2?
True.
Okay, now I'm in the gallery. So here's another one of those, it's one of those things where you only can get past it if you've endured it. So let me just walk right here.
I think I have to get the one with the 200, dude.
Even hits you back here. Yeah. It kills you.
What does VG?
Oh shit! Oh, what kind of bullshit homing bet?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Can't even punch it. So what you have to do is you have to hope you picked up the Indian cover from the very beginning there. There you go. But guess what? There's another one! So what do you do against that one? Yeah, I'll show you.
Oh my god, this game is very convoluted, huh?
Put the cover on there. You have to stand like right here. Then you gotta pull out the bow you got from the very beginning. Or I think you can actually just throw an arrow at it. Let me try that. I completely missed.
You missed.
The only thing
I completely missed again.
was a good condition for 219.
Let me use my bow.
119?
Yeah.
Good condition. It is a new Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah, new Nintendo 3DS. I checked the back, but
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. I think it's a good price. $119,
Like-
but definitely not a bad price.
yeah, it's region free, but it's Japan model too. So I really wanted gray, but they don't have it. Price.
Well, I mean, I don't think it matters what 3DS you get too, because you can just hack it to make it region free anyway.
No, it is region free. Like, it's already region free. So it's Japan model region free. I'm getting into the SD, so.
That's how you get it. You gotta use the bow and arrow.
That's dumb.
Yeah, but like the aim
Because it fires bows at you, so you have to fire arrows back at it.
Yeah, that's the thing about this kind of old games. The aiming sucks in it.
So that's like when I got pissed off when I was playing
I
Resident
don't know, it sounds like a skill issue, mister.
No, it is a skill issue. Like, do I have...
Go over here. Oh, I found a book.
Yeah, so yeah, like, you want to save up your money for that? Yeah, that's good, huh?
I think, yeah. It's either that or I get like 2DS.
That one works too. It's either, both, the only difference is that the 2DS literally just has no 3D, but you don't need it. You don't need it.
New Nintendo 2DS.
And if you look right there, you'll see there's a crack behind the clock. So if you go here and you hit the push.
I guess you could say it's a crack in time.
Yeah, look at there, secret compartment. Get a key and a parchment.
There's
So
one
let me...
that's, like, 219.
The Creatures of Night by Hubertus the Bald.
Honestly,
Translated from Latin
I'm
by
not
his
paying
brother in
as
prayer,
much.
Fratre Johann
That's not,
Marcus.
like, really popular.
Of monstrosity.
Like top rated.
You who read
I'm
me
only just
know
buying a
that
few
night
couple dollars.
engenders monsters
Yeah, like
and
10
that
bucks
night
more.
creatures exist. The
the
accursed book of
conditions
Abdul
is-
al-Hazred is clear on this matter.
eBay is a very
That
sketchy place to
is
be
not
at.
dead which can eternal lie.
One way that I literally look at it
Unhappy
is
he who
literally...
knows that book.
I
I
keep
literally
some of
just look
these
at the
in
reviews.
mind.
Wow.
Unhappy
good
he
tier-
whose eyes alight
and
upon
good
that
tier is like-
foulest of texts. Unhappy
Damn,
he
good
who
tier is like
implores the
only turquoise
standing
and black.
stones,
Nah, I'd rather have my
for
chances
he
with
will
the
free
3DS,
the
dude.
powers of darkness.
Nah,
of
I'm taking
the
my chances with the
pit.
3DS.
Stagnant waters are like the memory of
Because
men.
at least I have some
Beneath
options,
the
you know?
surface calm, clawed
blue,
beasts await
red,
and are known to
green.
initiates as the
I'm gonna
deep
get blue,
ones.
but I have to save.
The deep ones there.
Deep ones.
Awaiting his prey, the deep one seizes him and drags him down to the abyss,
Does
where
eBay have an app
Dagon, the
on
cruel
iPhone?
god,
'Cause I might
swims
order it
and
there.
reveres him
Yeah.
whose name
Okay.
may not be pronounced.
Alright, cool. I have my goal.
Of libraries,
I probably
unhappy
should
he
be
who
saving
frees the
for
prowler.
stuff for my
Unhappy he who meets the prowler
if I
erring
don't
among the
get
books.
This, if I don't make this an
He
opportunity right
generates the
now,
vagabond
then
that
I'm probably
comes
gonna
from
regret it
other
later.
spheres.
You know what I mean?
He believes the vagabond does not exist. He will feel the embrace of death, for in the eyes of the vagabond, books are no more than dreams, stone no more than wind. The vagabond knows how to take the breath of the reckless. Of strife, he who speaks does not know, and believes he is able to kill the creatures of the night. Folly. Evil is conjured up by science and secrecy.
Ooh, spooky.
It seems the speaker died.
Oh, they did?
I don't know. He just stopped talking. He who prowls
Wait,
among
wait.
books will perish by the blade. He who flies in the dark caverns will scream in fear. He who swims in the depths will evaporate. But he who believes
He who
knows.
prowls among books will perish by the blade.
Oh.
He who flies in the dark caverns will scream in fear. He who swims in the depths will evaporate. But he who believes he knows nothing. He who knows says nothing. Of death. There are domains more terrible than
Bro,
death.
what is this Shakespeare?
That
this
is not
bootleg
dead,
Shakespeare
which
bullshit?
can eternal
H.P.
lie.
Lovecraft.
Each creature is conjured up
No,
and
you
is
did
not
not just bring that
dead,
back.
but returns to the origins. A monster, a science. Steel kills the vagabond who never dies. Translator's note. Here ends the manuscript of Hubertus, who died in the library of the convent of Teruella in the year of our Lord 1666. Requiescat in pace.
So, this guy is describing about a monster who appears in libraries at night, called the Vagabond. And then this very author, Hubertus, died in a library. Oopsie.
Yeah, it's a battle time.
It's a fake book. Here's
A Brightness from Afar by Lord Boleskine, an account of his celebrated voyage to New England, 1824, Alistair Publications, Cambridge.
Following a splendid journey, the sunny harbour came into sight. The locals were much impressed with one's arrival in their midst. One had time to sketch several of them and notice signs of degeneracy. Some children showed one their queer hands that would inspire uneasiness.
I want to do some kicking.
Upon the promise of a few coins, a child is undertaken to reveal to one a most prodigious phenomenon of a natural order. One admits to being skeptical as to the prodigiousness of the marvel, whatever it may be. Indeed, one suspects it to be little more than an evening stroll to some charming wooden hut situated in the forest hereabouts. One will nonetheless go, for it is always well to submit to such local enthusiasms. One admits to being somewhat flabbergasted. The Milky Way shone like the fires of the apocalypse from the inky celestial vault. Certain distant stars, normally invisible to the naked eye, were clearly visible, glittering indeed with a strange intensity. The heavy clouds that had settled above the village had no hold over that place. It would be pointless to offer here the names of the constellations one perceived in utter clarity. Apart from the interminable length of such a list, one might conceivably risk being charged with exaggeration. The cross cast its shadow on the ground. The sea in the distance was dead calm. Tonight, one will return to that spot and draw those stars. Tomorrow night, one will at last see Halley's comet in all its brilliance. The youngster will carry torches, despite one's developed sense of direction, honed by years of travel. One feels incapable of finding one's way through the dark forest unaided. The drawings will, one is convinced, set light to the souls of men. Such a moon! One lost count of the craters, so sharply was their definition. Loath as one is to seem excessive in one's appraisal, one cannot but feel that the forest clearing is indeed a place outside the common laws of time and space. Surely it is not an hallucination. How strange to consider that idle conversation, some research in the British Museum, and a voyage to this backward village should culminate in so astounding a discovery. It may be that others have noticed the extraordinary nature of that place. How else could one explain the presence of that cross?
Interesting.
okay. I think that was actually supposed to be more of like an Easter egg book to one of their earlier games.
Ah, bro, I thought it was actually some fucking lore, bro. But
There's plenty of lore still yet to come. They leave lots of hints and sorts of things all around the place. If you looked at his paintings here, you'll see that this one is very important down the line. This tells you how to beat the game.
that fucking tree?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yep.
Damn.
Tree.
That tells you how to beat the game right there. And while I'm here, I'm going to save. We just read a book about someone dying in the library. So I guess where I'm going to be going.
The library.
I'll be heading into a library.
That's me whenever I try to study.
The room is in the dark.
Die in the library.
So the very first thing I should probably do is put this down. Because I think I'm going to be having to run away here very soon. And then I'm going to put the false book here. I'm going to put the false book okay. Run! Move it! Move it! Okay. I can't run. Because you have to double tap the forward space. I just can't get it right. There we go. Double tap forward. There we go. There we go. Pretty sure there's a place here I'm supposed to put it. Oh, right there. I see now.
Ring, ring, ring.
Steady. There we go. So that, the vagabond can't follow me in here, because as you remember in his Jeremy's notebook, he put this symbol on the ground which stops them. Lots of daggers, parchments, some books. Alright. So, before I start reading, I'm going to save here. You'll see why.
The Sacrificial Dagger, Otto Stern, Lumina Books.
The importance placed on ritual sacrifice is constant in religious cult practice. Propitiating the gods is a theme common to many religions. The Old Testament affords many examples. Primitive polytheistic belief systems integrate sacrifice in their rituals as part of the recurrent process of reaffirmation and, naturally enough, group cohesion. The members of their social and religious community come together in an act of purification and atonement. It would be erroneous to imagine the act of human sacrifice linking priest, offering, and God, C.F. Manzetti's stone cults, as anything less than a vital focusing of the group's faith. The act also ensures the continuing appeasement of the god, but only if practiced by a recognized officiating priest using the appropriate instrument. Studies made concerning primitive religious groups bear witness to the central role of sacrifice in living ritual. My own work in the field of ethnopsychology brought me into contact with a sorcerer living in the region of Arkham. He introduced me to the rite of steel, linked to a ceremony known as adoring the black goat of the woods with 1,000 youngs. The god, being adored, is known as the vagabond.
And there's the vagabond again.
Here, the dagger's role, which allows the life breath to pass from one dimension to another, is essential. The vagabond is a frightening figure, being able to move where he wants and to kill those who have displeased the goat god, for whom he acts as a go-between. The goat is clearly a fertility god. The priest, having spoken the invocation, must choose the appropriate dagger for the sacrifice. The knife with a sinusoidal blade that must be dipped 7 times on night when the moon is full in water that has been distilled 100 times will be laid aside, since it would send the vagabond back into his own dimension. See illustration. The priest will rather choose the dagger with a curved blade. That is more appropriate for slitting of the lamb's throat. This act transfigures the sorcerer priest and plunges the assembled worshippers into a divine trance.
The occult. Ooh, so that's a hint.
And that was a hint for how to defeat the vagabond.
Gotta get that curved sword, the curved dagger.
The sinusoidal one.
The Book of
It's
Yael,
actually a boss?
Signs of Stone, Eucharistic Rituals of Forbidden Cults.
This is probably why I want you to read all the time.
Texts collated by Monsignor Vacher,
A lot of the game is
legate in the
explained in
Curia
text,
of the Vatican.
along for how to get past it all.
Numerous
there was a lot of-
devilish cults speak of
there was a lot of
monstrous creatures called the Old Ones. These supernatural beings are believed to be possessed of powers equivalent to those of the gods of antique religions. Adepts of such cults refer to forbidden
I'll be
literature
muted, but I'll
in
just,
order to
still be
cause
here. I'm just
these
gonna be taking down the
frightful
trash 'cause
entities
it's trash time
to
for me.
appear before them. What serious student of folk myths has not come across the names of Cthulhu and Shub-Niggurath? It must be said that these creatures wield tremendous power and are difficult to control once they have been unleashed into the world. Those who serve He who goes in shadows protect themselves with signs of stone carved into the walls of houses or engraved on various objects. For those misguided servants of evil, the best protection appears to be that afforded by the sign of the most ancient gods, engraved in Manar stone, a heavy material said to be disagreeable to the touch.
Hey, doesn't that look familiar?
The sinful practices of those who fall
does look
into such
familiar.
errors can only lead to the darkest of despair, and are a mortal danger to the soul. Such monsters as those invoked by these foolhardy individuals are engendered when reason drops its guard. Man is easily tempted into perversion. It is why we must forever remain alert and renounce Satan with each breath we take. His ways are infinite in number.
Let's see here. Is there anything else I'm missing? I haven't read this one.
If Rocks Could Talk, or The Story of a Louisiana Plantation by the Marquise de Chamfray.
After the criminal selling off of Florida by the foul usurper, my father elected to remain in this inhospitable land, where we were free at least to express our royalist feelings, and hope our country would come to its senses. In 1818, A certain Pickford bought up Ledoux's land after the poor fellow had ruined himself in unfortunate speculation. Pickford soon turned out to be the most loathsome human we had ever encountered. He was an adventurer of the worst kind, nouveau riche, and bloated with a grotesque sense of self-importance. First came the incessant army of men with shovels, digging into the mountain of earth that was to fill in the surrounding swamp. The undertaking was quite stupendous. We learned from a slave that the final objective was to connect the existing caves with another one of gigantic proportions. Racked by a mania of persecution, Elia Pickford constantly fired his workers and hired new ones. He did all he could to keep anyone from learning about his plans. My father was amused and said, "The poor fool will end up getting lost in his own cave." The walls went up, and tongues started wagging. Our detestable neighbor had been a sailor, a ruffian grown rich on questionable trade. Distasteful stories were told of him.
No, what's this?
Ooh, what's this?
Ew, woo. This is the map of the first story.
When the work was finished, Pickford invited us to the opening of his rambling mansion, which he named Derceto. My father asked what the strange name meant. Pickford answered, "Derceto reminds me of Astarte, the fertility goddess. Around here, the name is Shub-Niggurath. I believe that a name so steeped in evil should be said aloud came as not such a shock to my father, as he himself confided in me some while later."
And doesn't that sound familiar? Shub-Niggurath.
We left immediately. In June of 1862, Derceto was burned down in unexplained circumstances. It was undoubtedly the deed of some jealous Yankee or another. It was amazing to watch the servants rushing into the flames to try and save their bullet-riddled master. After that terrible night, Derceto fell into ruin. Its blackened walls were soon overgrown, as human-built works always are, by ever-present nature. In 1875, the property was eventually bought by a gentleman whose name was Howard Hartwood. I was sorry that my father, who delighted in fine conversation, was no longer alive to enjoy the company of this new neighbor. Learned and well-versed in history, he had made a particular study of piracy. It was Hartwood who told me that Pickford had commanded a ship that flew the flag of piracy. That explained the scoundrel's great wealth. Hartwood was fascinated by Pickford and undertook a great deal of research in an attempt to find some treasures that he was convinced the pirate had hidden. He went through the ruins inch by inch. He then had the burnt-out house rebuilt exactly as it had been, and refurbished the library that had miraculously escaped the flames on the night of the Great Fire. Hartwood set about studying every volume in that library, and often talked to me of his research. He was a handsome widower, deeply attached to his son Jeremy, who was later to become a professional artist.
We're getting a lot of lore this way. So we found out that the mansion itself was built by Pickford, who casually mentioned that the Derceto was naming after Astarte and Shub-Niggurath.
Hartwood worked incessantly, first from the room I offered him, then from his own freshly restored home, which he rebaptized Derceto. I imagine he hoped to enlist the help of the god of good fortune in his treasure hunt.
Lovecraft monster.
As far as I
It's a
have
very
ever been
famous
able
one,
to tell,
next to Cthulhu.
all his searching came to nothing.
Cthulhu.
There
Well,
were
I didn't
no
really
lost
write it
treasures
from
to be
AP.
found
I
at
didn't take any AP
Derceto.
classes, but my friends were just talking about
I learned of
how
art
they were
with
bitching
death
about writing a book
while I
about
was in
Rush,
Paris.
writing a Rush.
But that, as they say, is another story.
Damn, they got an old lady to read it now?
Yeah, they got numerous voice actors too, I guess.
Oh,
Yep.
you're still in
Read
the
out to you.
same damn room. Holy
Yep,
shit.
because I picked up a lot of books. And I picked up some books off the ones outside. Before I start
Yeah.
reading more, I'm gonna go take care of that. Here it is. I'm gonna go take care of that monster outside.
With a knife?
Yep. There we go.
Easy.
Yep, that was the right dagger.
Nice, got it.
So let me go search for a few others real quick.
Shank it. You gotta walk up to it and just shank it.
Yep, that was the sacrificial dagger. That was correct for it. Yep, there's a mechanism.
Yeah,
Sure. Huh?
Are you guys watching Dragon Ball Daima? I haven't watched it myself,
No.
Here's another book.
You found a book.
Can't carry
Not
anything
carry
else
anything.
though. So I'll have to start dropping some stuff later. Oh, I should probably let me see how much lantern oil I have left. Carry anything else. So one of the things you don't want to do is just toss these daggers. I don't need
You
these.
only need the sacrificial dagger.
Okay, I'll take the book there. Open that up. Unfortunately, it doesn't light up the room, so where you don't need the lantern.
Very old, yeah.
Sorry, what?
It's very, I can see it's like very old. It's 2D, but 3D at the same time.
There was more over here. Here's another book.
There's too many books, man.
Yep.
Too much freaking reading.
I hate reading.
Well, this is a library. Alright, I think that's everything.
Yeah, fuck the library.
Hey, this library was haunted by a vagabond. I think I'm pretty lucky.
Vagabond my ass, bro. Go suck.
How about that vagabond go suck my fucking mega dick?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I didn't realize I had a first aid kit in here all this time.
Never related to our
I guess it's in case you ever get beat up by the vagabond. It's there.
Now, throw it.
My motivation to finish the semester. Damn.
Huh?
I'm looking at the real.
Where's the, throw that.
Well, maybe if you didn't carry around so many fucking books.
That's true. Let me find out how much lantern oil I have left. 68. Alright. Yeah, I wasted quite a bit. But I need to be over here a bit longer.
you can run?
Yeah.
What the fuck? You said you couldn't run in this damn game.
I can. It's very difficult to, though. And here's what you have to be very careful about what you read. Red Book.
Fragments of the Book of Abdul.
In the antique city of dead Relia, Cthulhu dreams and waits. In the pit of time, the unspeakable lies in wait. That is not dead which can eternal lie. Relia, your blocks of stone seal the ritual that gives birth to fear. Cthulhu Fatang! Cthulhu Fatang! Ayah! Ayah! Let he who knows how to invoke the stones act. It is time. Let the shadow of Cthulhu darken the sky. May the servitor of the black goat of the woods with 1,000 youngs sound his flute in honor of the unspeakable. Cthulhu Fatang! Cthulhu Fatang! Ayah! Ayah! May he who may not be named cast his withering gaze upon the unbeliever, for he is the door, the key, and the guardian of the door, and holds you now in his immense power.
The way it's just chanting about Cthulhu.
Rappa looks very cool, but I think I'm just gonna say.
So, yeah, you have to be very careful about what you read, because it might end up doing some nasty stuff.
Ludwig
Like, will it
Prien.
spawn in a monster?
Oh my god, look at your...
De Vermis Mysteriis.
Wow.
Domine invocatoris si non sanctificatus es cave. De Vermis Mysteriis non absolvo folem legendum fatum et eum versus. Tibi magnum innominandum signa stellarum nigrarum et
And I died.
A lot. You died?
Yep.
Because of reading a stupid book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, kid, this is why reading is for nerds.
Here, let me just go through some of these.
In May.
Okay. And look how it didn't actually hurt me that time because I stood in the circle. So if I go here and read this.
You're supposed to read
Domine
the book while
invo-
standing in the circle.
Yep, and the circle protects you, just as the one book said.
Ah, I see. So you do have to read it, but if you have to stand on the circle, because if you don't, you just die after.
Yep. So let me... I don't need this arrow. Let me just toss it. I'm gonna go grab my lantern and read stuff elsewhere. I want to burn more fuel than necessary. Take that. And look where I am.
Oh yeah, I'm still updating right now.
Right. I've got a few more books to read now.
I'll try to pull for her, but I don't have that many gems to summon.
I don't either.
Unfinished chapter of Terra Incognita
Getting
by Jacob Van Ostate.
I spent my guarantee.
A hitherto unpublished fragment of the manuscript unearthed following indications furnished in the Vatican Library's Expurgatory Index.
I never got her. Well,
in those icy and unwelcoming lands, the rites of wizards and healers are deeply rooted in ancient legend. Mysterious and cruel beings are thought to have ruled over the Arctic plains in times past. A cursed city, enclosed by massive walls, is believed to stand to this day. It contains fabulous treasures and is inhabited by the degenerate descendants of those who instilled centuries of terror in the hearts of the people. These people, naturally placid, are seized with rage and horror at the very mention of the prisoners of the ice. Were these dreadful captives to be freed from their frozen cells, they would reap a horrifying tribute of human flesh. These blood-curdling beings may be invoked by certain ritual words. They can even be controlled, albeit with the greatest of difficulty. I admit to being impressed by these tales, repeated to me on many occasions and in a number of different places during my travels in the region. I have also seen troubling cult objects, sculpted in a material unknown to me. Another remarkable fact is that local Eskimos experience great distaste in pronouncing certain words, and invariably avoid saying them. Here is a living example of the power that words contain. As it is said in the Bible, in the beginning was the Word.
There is power in words. This is to tell you that.
Start platinum.
The Sons of the Sun and of the Shadows. Lieutenant Lope de Vega's account of his astounding travels to the land of the Aztecs.
Holy Christ! Cried Captain Cortez, astonished by the strange rite we beheld. We found the savages half naked. They were throwing balls of silver and gold at each other. They laughed as if demented, clearly maddened by some heathen drug. And yet, should one of them fail to catch the ball thrown in his direction, the poor devil was seized and dragged off to be sacrificed in their temple. As we discovered, this frightful game was a ritual most holy to them, and symbolized the movement of the heavenly bodies. The dropping of a ball foretold a catastrophe. That is what the Aztecs believed in their godless ignorance. Their countless deities could only be appeased through endless human sacrifices. The victim's heart, which was still beating, lay in the hand of the murderous priest. The interior of the temple was surprisingly cool. The weight of our armor, our exhaustion, even the burden of our suffering, they were all banished by a sense of awe that the crudely magnificent altar instilled. In the tomb-like silence, a deep voice chanted an incantation. The majestic statue of the water goddess, Chalchihuitlicue, seemed to throb with vitality. This massive stone, draped in a golden cloak and studded with precious stones, was coming to life before our very eyes. Horror of horrors! The granite eyes of the statue, empty of life only moments before, were now injected with blood. We staggered back in amazement. Dom Jose was taken by a fit of convulsions. He tried to raise up his crucifix, as if to ward off an attack by demons.
Oh wait, did you make
the heathen priest laughed cruelly. The statue's mouth cracked open in a deathly grin, baring teeth sharpened to dagger points. Captain Cortez cried, "Attack!" But it was no use. We were glued to the spot. First, we were unable to move. Our armor seemed to be bolted to the temple floor. Our legs weakened, and we collapsed in a thunder of steel. Only Cortez had the presence of mind to unsheath his dagger. He hurled it at the cackling priest. 4 inches of the finest Toledo steel buried itself in the heathen's face. His blood spurted, splashing the now lifeless idol. We picked ourselves up with difficulty. Never will I forget that terrible moment. My companions, naturally enough, told tales of devilish enchantments cast upon our armor. Whatever the truth of that, I could not deny that the supreme god of the 4th universe had treated us as mere playthings. I am convinced that a terrible energy is yet contained within that heathen statue. A power strong enough to change a proud conquistador into a helpless puppet. Drawing of Chalchihuitlicue by Dom José de la Sierra, done before the destruction of the Aztec temple of Tenochtitlan.
And look at that. Doesn't that statue look familiar?
Oh my god, it's
Because if you remember a little bit ago, I picked a certain thing up called a very heavy statuette.
That's it.
Yep, that's the very statue. Oh, hello, suit of armor. Let me get you to statue. There, now I have a sword. Let me go drop off some books over here. I've not been dropping anything off. Oh, let me back up then. Definitely don't want to read that one. De Vermes Mysteries. That's the one that kills you.
Like the little romantic gift thing, though, is me reading the book that kills you.
Oh boy, I want to read a book tonight. What's this one?
Read that he died.
Ah! Creatures of the night. Just dropping all these lore stuff down here for later. Yeah, that was a lot of stuff I kind of left on me. My oil lamp is now at 65. Put his notebook down. A key to the cellar. I don't need that one anymore. I didn't read this book.
Juan Luis Jorge, De Biblioteca. Reflections on the power of the verb in certain texts. Archaeos Publications, 1919, Stafford.
Definitely important.
La biblioteca.
Translation does not alter the occult power contained within such forbidden texts. The malevolent energy is in no way diminished. The spell must be cast aloud and clearly, in certain languages or little-known dialects. Maglafar Fathang. The reader will understand that, in the light of these revelations, I would be foolhardy to continue quoting from the text I have before me. If spoken aloud in its entirety, it would surely awaken powerful and malignant forces. I will go further and say that simple reading of some of the more technical passages describing specific practices is in itself a perilous exercise. The ill-prepared reader can easily fall prey to attacks of demented hysteria, not unlike those described in cases of individuals said to be possessed by evil spirits. I recommend the study made by Zempf, Urbain, Grandier, and Loudon, and the reports made by the Reverend Richard Price concerning a number of astonishing, to say the least, exorcisms carried out in a parish near Providence. Given what I have written, we must be grateful to the librarians of the British Museum, who have never allowed consultation of the work of Al-Azif's startling work, the infamous Necronomicon. Copies of that work do exist, in spite of the zeal of book-burning inquisitors. For proof, we need look no further than the British Museum, of course, and the sealed archives of the Miskatonic University in Arkham.
No, Arkham.
Other examples of books whose evil can be unleashed by any thoughtless reader are von Jutz's von Unersprechlichen Kulten and the abominable De Vermis Mysteries by Ludwig Prien, whose sordid death should be a lesson to all those tempted by a study of the occult.
That's the yellow book. So it tells you right here. Don't read it.
But what if I want to?
Then you have to be in the circle.
Oh.
Yeah, there's the game gives you plenty of warnings about the power of words. So
like, bro, fucking just read it. If you really want to read it that badly, just read it in the fucking circle. Essentially, what the game is telling you.
Trying to. There we go. I'll leave that. I need to be over here because if I use the jug I got from the bathroom, now it has water. And if I go past this here, and I use the jug here, I did get a lighter. That will be pretty important later on. First, we go here. Got a record, another book. Save. Read the book.
Memories by Alistair Boleskine. Printed in London, A. Machin, editor. 18...
It was during a conversation with G that one first heard of the New England fishing village of I. The area was apparently the ideal place from which to witness unusual phenomena in space. The quality of the air, along with the conjunction of several favorable factors, made one impatient to get started. Having gleaned what information one could from the British Museum, one set off with all haste. One's work on space and comets in particular had met with a warm response, and one thought it judicious to include several original sketches of the phenomenon, sketches which one felt were sure to arouse a great deal of keen interest in the scientific circles of 1834. One refers naturally to the passage of Halley's comet.
Editor's note: Lord Boleskin's memoirs end at this point. Who knows what extraordinary contributions he might still have made had he not succumbed during his visit to New England to dementia, followed by an early death in St. Andrew's Hospital.
At St. Andrew's Hospital? I haven't heard that thing in a hot minute.
I do still have this key. Here's a record and another book. Nothing important if I got in front of it. Surely I can. No. So, remember that sword I got all the way from the very beginning of the game? That locked chest on the third story? If you put the old cavalry sword here... it opens up a passageway. But I'm not going to go down there yet. There's still something I have to do down here.
The Tale of Captain J.W. Norton of the Army of the Union.
1862. The South was in collapse. Louisiana was open to us. I had each day to requisition victuals for our troops, and was aided in this endeavor by a score of brave men. Rebels were not yet ready to lay down their arms. The region was far from safe. I headed further and further west, and questioned many freed slaves. From them, I learned of a plantation on the coast. Its name was Derceto.
Remember that date?
We received a less than hearty welcome. Only Pickford, the owner, behaved in a friendly manner. While my men counted cattle and grain reserves, I learned what I could from him. Man was most unusual and possessed an extraordinarily cultured mind. At nightfall, I gave orders for the men to bivouac at Derceto. Pickford invited my second-in-command, Lieutenant Patterson, and myself to dine. And our host proved a most entertaining conversationalist. While coffee was being served, Patterson went to inspect the men's camp. The cigar Pickford offered me was so acrid that my head began to spin. I remembered campfire tales of fellow officers trapped by devilish Confederate tricks. My mind floated in a foul and dense fog, from which emerged the enlarged and deformed face of Pickford. He grinned at me. Patterson's return chased off the nightmare. I heard shouts and firing from outside and found the strength to take out my revolver. I fired 3 shots. Pickford fell to the floor. Patterson then helped me out of the burning house. The air was filled with smoke. We resembled a company in disorderly retreat. I saw slaves leaping into the flames of that inferno. They were trying to save Pickford's life.
So that's what happened that caused the house to burn down.
Damn.
And guess what? That was the cigar I just took out. Let me do a quick save here. So this is where I entered from the very beginning. So if you go down here, you'll find that this way is the dance hall. But if you try going out the front door, yeah, it just kills you.
When you go in that room?
So I tried leaving, but I can't. But now if I go over here...
What the fuck is that guy doing here?
There's a pirate.
Like a ghost pirate?
I can't hear you.
Can't you just use a gun?
No. He does a weird jump if you try,
So you can't shoot him with a gun?
No.
I'm trying to get it. I'm kind of confused. Are you trying to knock him back?
I'm trying to knock him back so that I can smack him. Because when he does the stagger, then I can move forward.
Maybe I'm not. Are you doing like the true ending?
What?
Are you doing the true ending?
Am I doing what?
The true ending.
There's a true ending?
Wait, what?
There's a true ending?
There's no ending?
There is an ending, but there's no such thing as a true ending.
Then what the fuck is that? I thought that was the bad ending. From earlier, I thought that was the bad ending.
I had a game over, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, there's only one ending. Oh, okay.
That's just that you died.
Okay. That makes sense.
Bye.
Die, bitch.
Oh. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage. I'd rather not. Oh. That was supposed to be like the parry button. Apparently. Just die. There we go.
Oh my gosh. Motherfucker was a ghost all this time.
Huh?
Damn.
We'll try that one more time. Yeah, I'll show you what happens when you try shooting him. Hello, mister. Yep, he does his little backflip.
Oh, I thought he got knocked back.
I mean, he is going back, but
No,
you're probably better off just using the sword.
Right, I was like, you can just use the gun like 2, 3 times with a sword.
Still get hit.
Try to get like at least 4 hits every time.
1 hit's fine. Oh, gosh darn it. That's my second hit. I'm getting hit so many times.
2 hits for free?
I already took more damage than I'd like to. Oh. We'll try that one more time. Just so I can try going through there without taking so much health loss. Because I had 49. I left with 31. And don't forget, health is very... like, you don't get it that much. Are you kidding me? I took out 3 of my health. Take that. There we go. I think that's better. I got a key.
I think after you get done doing the ending, I'll put it back.
Shouldn't be too long before I get to the ending. Now there is a book right there. If we use the key here. There's that. I'll just toss that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Now it's time to get one of the most difficult parts of the game done.
Learning.
With this gramophone.
With the power of friendship, you will traverse.
Yeah, so let me save. I lost 6 health in that last battle.
Damn, just losing health is just the death of it, huh?
It's just I'd like to... You'd have to try and keep it managed. So with this gramophone...
More like gamer phone.
I need to use a record.
More like gamer phone.
I didn't like the music. I need another record. Didn't like that one.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oof. And I got a little spider nip me right there. That's fine, but now the ghosts are gone. That's the bigger threat. Okay, I think that is still a good book here.
Daemonia Particularis, Signs and Rituals, by Heinrich Cassel, Ring Publications.
The ritual of invocation demands that the officiant be pure. We have already described the complex operations to be followed in order to call those that sleep in superior dimensions. We shall, for the present, limit ourselves to the sign of mutual recognition used amongst their number by adepts of the cult of the Old Ones. The sign also serves as protection when in the presence of a servant of evil. The sign resembles a blessing, save that the first and little fingers are both folded beneath the thumb, whilst the second and third fingers are held up. It would appear that this sign has no effect on adepts of a certain rank with knowledge of particular secrets contained in the corpus demonicus. The use of such signs is not without considerable risk to the user during any attempt to call upon those from without.
I think I have everything I need now. A lighter, I got a lamp, a talisman. I don't need the jug.
Fuck, man. Ugh.
I don't need that jug. Get out of here.
You good, bro?
Yeah, it just needs...
I've got a revolver with 12 shots. I've got a rifle with 10. That's more of a shotgun. I think I can return there still. Yeah.
Well, what if I don't want to return?
I remember seeing someone who played the game say, oh, you can't actually return. Yeah, you can. You have to go left. You don't... Like, people who just keep going back, they just run into the wall. There we go.
Now you can't go back. Now you can't go back.
Now I can. Not that way.
Oh, this way.
Actually, let me go down. Caves. Oh, hello there.
Oh shit, run. Zombie chicken.
Did you just reset?
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
Shoot. There we go. Stupid chicken. Oh.
The chicken sounds like...
Might as well save here while I can.
What's it be, booby girls?
Hey, Mikey.
Hello there.
What we got here?
Alone in the dark.
Hit that.
Please start raining.
Oh man, look at that. Oh yeah.
Run. I got the jump command now.
And then he messes it up immediately.
Yeah, I did. I'm trying to like run. I'm holding down there.
Alright, games like this.
Run. Run.
Oh, no, it's just
moving faster, darn it. Run. I'm pressing. I'm double clicking it. I'll just slowly walk over here.
you know that the running command is like a kind of like a rhythmic thing. You can't just like press it, dash it. Yo, get that spider rat.
You have
mess him up.
You have to like press the up button twice in a certain rhythm.
Yeah, it's like a rhythm.
But I keep doing it. You can't really.
No, I know this game. I've like played the game before. Yeah, mess him up. Get that sword, mess him up.
I've got a.
Yeah, you and your old man mind, Mikey. Of course you played this one.
I would never say I've beaten it though. I know how these old games work. Like I've played games like it. He's not dead. Mess him up.
There we go.
Excellent work.
Yeah.
I think I dropped it and I was like, yo, playing like some old game. No. The gun doesn't miss. As long as it's in a conal. It hits in a conal. And then it's kind of like an auto aim.
It's not exactly auto aim. In this game it's very particular.
Really? I thought it was more like it was kind of like a conal.
Resident Evil's more conal. Oh.
Of course. I hate these kind of like you're gonna angle it, but
yeah. And there was that flying enemies. People try doing this without it. So let me save here.
You're gonna be bothered to actually
try this one.
No, because the coding is not just all keyboard. But you missed.
The lamp goes off and the cartridges are bad. So if you try going over here to the where is it? The matchbox will be wet, so you can't use it. And then the rifle you can't use because all the ammo for it is now wet.
Yeah. You gotta reset.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
they let you save everywhere you can.
And the creature's down there too, so it'll mess you up if you fall in the water.
Yeah. Go. It's the thing with the player model. Like sometimes you think you're looking forward, but you actually aren't.
Yeah.
So the way to do is you have to back up, and then you'll see. Okay, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's doofy. You just gotta deal with those program limitations back in the day.
It's just how it is.
Yeah, it's just how it is.
Oh, oops.
Oh, it's a good thing you saved.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I was looking right at it. Apparently not. There we go. So I got my sword, I got my revolver. I tried actually using my ammo more in this game.
Try to save now.
Like so if anything, they actually gave you more ammo than you really need.
Well, because remember, the game...
Yo, what's going on in here?
The game is also like... This is just a thing of old games. That like, younger gamers...
How long have you guys been going at this?
A while.
A while.
Mess them up. You're supposed to hit them. Get them now. Oh, you missed.
I'm just gonna let him fall off. There we go.
Ah, loser. Excellent work.
That
He'll come
works.
back though.
Was that something right there?
Yep.
I could have sworn that was like something right there. Oh. The phone alarm. Alright, now I have to go past this area. So I should probably save.
You should probably kill that damn thing.
I don't think you can hit it from here. You got enough arrows for it?
I think I tossed all my arrows out.
Oh. Because you might have needed the arc shot. Doesn't matter. Just keep moving and see if you can not deal with the flying thing. You might be able to just. If
I want to, I could probably drop down from here, but then I have to deal with the guy in the deep, I think.
No, don't do that. Yep. Bridge be falling, just move.
Look at that, I actually got past it.
Yeah.
Is maintenance happening right now?
What?
Yeah, it just started.
Ah.
For what game?
If I really want to, then maybe I could just,
Okay.
Oh. the recoil, I forgot about that.
Send you backward? Yeah.
Yeah. So if I wanted to shoot it, I should probably use the revolver instead, actually. But I actually got past the more difficult route.
No.
Yeah. This'll work.
What?
We're just playing a Load of the Dark World. We're watching Turds play. The old ass game from 1992.
That was Roblox.
No, it's not Roblox.
What? Am I not?
No.
Yeah.
Just chilling in here.
There we go.
You used a lot of bullets for that, though.
I did. Because I kept missing. At least I got my value from it.
You don't really need the gun after this, right?
What?
No, you're gonna need the gun. You always need the gun.
Always. And I've got 32 health, so
You
I
never
didn't really miss that much.
Just like how it is in Texas, you can never leave home without your gun.
Well, I'm not in Texas right now. Well, to be fair, I feel like Georgia. I feel like I would need to own a gun.
I have to gauge where I'm actually walking without falling off. Because I think you lose some health falling is fine.
Random off topic thing, but President Mike's special action actually follows where you aim. So yeah.
I have another me in there.
I think you should save here.
Yeah, if it's only alpha and beta.
And a book.
The blue box just starts fucking
Yeah, I'll save.
punching people.
That's a very good idea.
Memoirs of a Lost Soul.
The mask must fall. You who discover this manuscript understand this. I am here at your side. I am
You can always just
waiting in
voice
the
act it out.
darkness of my crypt.
Make sure since y'all already in here,
Soon
smash the like
you
button. We know
will
how it goes.
belong to me. One of my slaves wrote this document.
Hold on, give me a minute.
I have lived
on my
for
phone right now. I'm
3
just gonna join
centuries,
through
and
my
my
computer.
name is Ezekiel Pregzt, or
Make
Elijah.
this better. Hold on.
You may choose which to call me. I do not hide out of fear. My power is immense. I have sailed the 7 seas. My ship,
Did you know?
the Astarte, spread terror through all the continents.
My focus
The
going down.
corsairs judged me like the Welsh judges of 1620,
but they could not destroy me, and neither could the pirates. Now, I am immobilized. Damned Yankees!
The Yankees.
Witchcraft, voodoo, and the Cthulhu cult. I know them all. I have reigned and implored the stones. Only the Cthonian haunts the cavern and resists me, but he dare not attack. I have need of a living body to regenerate myself. The Heartwoods managed to escape from me, but you who are reading these words, you will yield to my embrace.
Oh.
I hear your ragged breath.
DJ, he's talking to you.
Smell the stench of your fear. I
Wait,
have
how do you know I'm gay,
vanquished
though?
death. I built Derceto. I know what it is
Wasn't this
to
game made in the
wait.
1900s?
It wasn't
Cthulhu
invented.
helps me.
It wasn't invented.
My servants will lay you upon the sacrificial stone. My roar will rend the night. You will be mine, and I shall reign once more.
I bet these guys had a lot of fun reading these out.
Come.
How hard it was back then, though.
This sounds
It's like-
fruity as sounds fruity as hell. I won't even lie to you.
So I
It
think
sounds,
it
you,
was.
it sounds like you
missed
speak
a
from
book.
experience.
I think I missed a
But
book somewhere along the way. So I'm pretty sure there was like a book that's supposed to be like a tale of Pregzt somewhere else.
It is what it is.
Oh well. Only one book I missed after so many. I think I'm pretty good.
My books. The secret text. And also, all those things like Reggie said, those give you hints on how to like beat like bosses or fake monsters.
Well, that's how old games were. They have to be like straight to the point on like telling you shit. Considering it's limited hardware.
There's a mechanism right there.
Kind of slow as well. Looking at you just like that.
Hey, to be fair, if you were in a haunted place like that, you'd be walking slow too. You wouldn't just run your way through.
The
You know
room
how dangerous
is in
that
the
shit is?
dark.
Like, you wouldn't be running in this area. In real life, though, you'd be too scared to move, honestly.
So I have to, let's see here. Got the pirate's logbook, got a gem. Hell, I have 65 oil for my lamp, so I think I'm pretty good.
It's there. Okay. Let's figure this out.
Oh, that was I didn't.
And here we are going.
Yeah, he has some loud ass footsteps.
Well,
I am
yeah,
in an empty
considering the
cavern.
cobblers he's wearing.
I could probably run it.
If you're walking on hard stone floor with, like, cobblers, what did you think was gonna happen?
I mean, I didn't think it's something like that.
It's one of those things that, like, thank God in the 21st century we just wear, like, sneakers or Converse shoes, which don't make that much noise. Oh, that's awkward,
That's a maze for a reason.
I guess. It was just kind of fun poking at you, running right into that wall. It is what it is.
I mean, I'd be
It's all the
surprised
more
if I-
reason why. It's all the more reason why in real life you wouldn't actually be running. You'd be
Yeah.
like going super slowly. Even with the limited lamp, you don't know what's in like this dark ass maze.
That looks like it.
There's like a lot of games like this.
We're gonna throw on some.
They were like big during this time period. But unfortunately, like games like that's why the jump to the CDs was actually a big thing in like the console war. Was because of like they wanted to use games like this as well, but like with the polygons.
I didn't mean to throw it. Ah. Okay.
Reload. You threw your lamp. You threw your lamp.
No, I didn't throw the lamp.
Yo, Doug, how's it going, man? You might hear yourself in my stream, Doug, because
Herbs, are you on air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a bit.
That's something we.
Here it is. So, you might hear yourself a little bit.
If I'll just put this down here. I dropped the gem. Oops.
Dude, can this?
I think I have to. Oops. Let me just load.
So now you know you can which way to walk with the lamp.
Yeah, that too.
Yep.
I accidentally hit the throw command for the gem instead of the put.
Yeah, time to restart game.
I'm not restarting the whole thing. I'm just going back to checkpoint.
Restart from the last save point because see, this is also the problem with old games. You can throw away like important items like that, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Because the game expects you a lot of one, trial and error, and two, like the way of utilizing items in games and figuring out like when and how to hoard items properly, quote unquote.
And then
yeah, oh, there we go.
Yeah, but nowadays modern games make it to where you can't throw out the items.
Well, not just that, but like
they hold your hand too much, really.
They do. That's the correct way of expressing it. They do hold your hand quite a bit.
They kind of do it in Resident Evil 2 remake, but like they make it to where as soon as the key item is done being used for the rest of the game, you can throw it out.
I mean, they do that in the original Resident Evil.
what's gonna happen?
They say, "Oh, this key is done. Will you dispose of it?"
I'm not going to specify. But I will add.
So if I go in front of this gem, drop put, not throw. Now, usually you're supposed to be able to just pick it up off the ground if you throw it, but I think I bugged the game there.
It's the boss. I know this part.
Look, it's the tree.
And the funny
Then
thing,
it's to
early on.
Well, welcome into my chat. I haven't seen you before.
What did you say, Toasty?
Alright, anyway, alright.
But
Anyways,
yeah,
as I was
excited
saying,
for Prison Mike.
no, I'm just saying, it's just, it's
honestly
like,
not
you guys
as
remember that hint
excited
in the very
as some
beginning of
other
the game of that
people are.
painting?
Yeah, the painting in the gallery.
See? It showed a tree on fire.
I think I got a lantern with its name on it. Oh gosh, it's on fire. Run! I'm trying to run. Hold on.
Oh, it died to the fire. Ow.
Ow.
I took the hook and then
throw lamp time.
I need to put the talisman on. If you remember the books, you gotta use this.
That just looks creepy as
Ow,
hell.
it
And
hits
then-
you while you was doing it.
Yeah.
That's fine. Showing
Then I got the lighter, which did not get ruined by the water. And then I throw the oil lamp.
And this is where you book it.
This is where you book it. Try not to get killed. What?
Also, where Resident Evil got inspiration for its like self-destruct sequences at the end of the game. Like escape.
Wait, this is the dog cavern. Spider wolf. So let me go this way if I can.
Oh.
There we go. And notice how the deep one isn't there.
Make it destroyed all the monsters because of the tree.
This Pregzt was the source of all this evil. Like the priestess in the story of the Aztec temple.
Hmm.
Now all we have to do is get the fuck out of Dodge.
And Cthonian doesn't seem to be here, so that means free reign. This is where the chicken attacked me.
But it no longer spawns. KFC has been defeated.
And remember, the left path is the one where the bridge fell. So if I go this way. Oh, this look familiar?
The exit from the pink. Hey, this back or the alternate way to get out of there.
This is the way to get out of there. And there's no rats down here either. I wonder if I can
The evil has been tamed.
search some of these, just to see. Game, run. Run. There we go. I'm still amazed I managed to get past that dock area on the bottom pathway. Okay, now that you defeat Pregzt, this is how it ends.
Dang. You just
No,
get out of there?
all modern games that have you where it's like the any cutscene it shows you escaping and not but this game back in the old days you just literally had to walk out. Just get out of the area.
I used up all of my revolver ammo, my matchbox is all wet, my rifle's ammo is all destroyed, my bow,
It's for the literary connoisseurs. What Toasty is referring to is something called ludonarrative.
No use for that.
Throw it. Get out of here.
Just gonna have, wait, there's a book here I didn't read.
Wait, that's the death book, don't read it.
Aptly named.
Memoir.
I remember this. It says, rant. I don't need the key to the cellar.
Throw it away.
And then,
Yeah. You found the key.
yeah, so now that I cleared out my inventory, I'll save, and then I'll... Oh. Here we go. If I go back upstairs, I want to check on something. Because if you see, the maze was lit up again. So I wonder if it means that the library, I can actually go through without the lantern. Yeah, I can.
Look at his face. Look. He looks like he's high.
Nothing important. I'm pretty sure I missed a book somewhere. I'll have to go back and check. But I remember there's supposed to be like a book talking about pirates. It was supposed to hint at what's going on there. Yeah, could have been in here because I was afraid of the vagabond chasing me out. Or my lantern running out of oil. Just trying to read everything. There we go. There's the dagger I used to defeat the vagabond. That was supposed to be the mechanism. Nothing important there. Oh well, I tried. I thought it was there, but apparently not. And there's the painting of the tree I just burned down.
Yeah, it gives you the hint.
If I go down here, this room should be pretty lit as well. Just and if I go over here, wait, wrong way. Run, Carby, run! This way. The monster in the bathroom's gone. So I no longer have to punch it.
Punch it to death, like. Yeah.
Yeah, I was only punching at the stun. Alright, I think I'm done search. I'll just look up where I missed it later on. But this is how the game gives you like a chance to look everything over. Save it from the dark. A good way to name the end of this, I suppose. I don't think I can ever open up this door. Oh.
My job here is done.
Ah.
And it plays some really groovy music at the end of
Yo, let's get it in. That took a while. For the punchline. Yeah.
There's the end.
Woo!
I did
Hey,
it.
boys.
I beat the game from.
You know, for a game in 1992, it's pretty short, but then again, I guess for people when they were playing it for the very first time, they were like, okay, what the hell do I have to do?
Yeah, you had to figure stuff out. And of course, like, also hardware limitations. Especially, like, look how, like, you said 1992, and this game's, like, fully polygoned and whatnot. Like, that was quite the feat for 1992. So you couldn't, like, the CDs couldn't hold that much information back then.
I think this game is like 6 megabytes.
Yeah, but like consider how little they put in it compared to like
yeah.
games nowadays.
I remember when
but
computers had
but
like,
once again,
kilobytes for RAM.
well, once again, like 6 megabytes back then in 1992 was massive.
Yeah, 6 megabyte. I mean, having a 32 megabyte like RAM was considered gaming.
Well, you know the CDs back then were they like the 34 megs. Now that's like comical compared to like what we have now is like what we have USBs that go into like the gigs. We have terabyte like external hard drives. These things would have been ridiculous ideas back in '92.
All right.
Well, you just talking like crazy language if you tried to tell someone that this stuff was gonna be a thing in like 30 years.
Yeah. I thought like I remember seeing like the PS2. I was like, wow, these are great. And then it's like the PS3. Oh wow, this is great.
Imagine just going back in time and just telling them, hey, you know, this game is going to inspire a series that's going to be a long-running series, and it's going to basically revolutionize horror games. And then they're all like, what? You know, you're crazy talk. This is still just a fad. Like, no, and guess what it is now?
It be like that, man. Alright, well, I did say I was gonna leave after I watched the ending. That jump scare from the frog did kind of get me, though.
It was quite something. Apparently the first like 10 minutes of my stream I didn't have any audio, so we have to pick it up.
Alright, GG's.
See ya.
Yeah, good guys.
Alright, so that's Alone in the Dark, 1992. Edward Carnby. He'll be most famous later on in future Alone in the Dark games. And I do want to go over all the other ones too, because I do like this game franchise. Unfortunately, I have not heard the best of things about the remake.
But it's a trilogy.
It's always how it is.
It's kind of like did they get like the story? I don't know. I think what kind of kills it for me, which is just previews of the game, it's like, why are there people there at the manor? Like other people. And it's not even a manor, they turned it into like a asylum.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen the remake on the 360. It's pretty dumb, and then also
no, not that one. The recent one.
Oh, they did another remake of it?
Yeah. I'm not talking about the 2008 Alone in the Dark. I'm talking about the one that's on Steam right now for like $60. It came out back in March.
Wow. There was an Alone in the Dark. Yeah, but the remake on 360 though, that one was like
here, I'll post it in place.
That was notoriously terrible. I mean, not to mention the fact too that they did the whole weird retcon of the whole thing, apparently saying that the dude that you play in the remake's the same dude as the original 1992 game, even though that doesn't fucking make sense. It doesn't make a single fucking sense because that was like 1990 fucking 2. They look nothing alike.
Remake.
And they look nothing alike.
That's all the Alone in the Dark. So, seems Carnby keeps getting his looks changed. So there is this is Alone in the Dark 1. There is Alone in the Dark 2. And then there's Alone in the Dark 3. That's the original trilogy. And then after that, there is Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare, which actually plays more like classic Resident Evil.
Yeah, they're going back and say, hey, we're now doing what Resident Evil is doing, even though we're the one that inspired them.
No, I think it depends on who you're playing. Like, Carnby has more of the action horror, while if you play as Emily, And then it's more like Alone in the Dark.
More like puzzle solving.
Yeah, she's the puzzle solver. And then there is Alone in the Dark 2008,
Which is the one we're just talking about, like on the 360.
which is it's kind of crazy. It's very buggy. The controls are very kind of awkward to get used to. It's very it's very crazy. But if anything, it is actually ahead of its time with a lot of the stuff it did. And then after Alone in the Dark 2008, it took 16 years before someone picked up the series again. And that's how we got Alone in the Dark.
I am upset right now.
Why?
How so?
Because I wanted to do the maintenance stream that Thug is also doing, but my mom is yelling at me no.
Oh.
So now, after 25 minutes of streaming, I'm forced to end it.
Rip. At least it wasn't like immediately after you started.
Oh no, it was immediately after I started.
Oh. Never mind.
25 minutes. When I was supposed to go for 4 hours.
Oh. So you got...
So yes, I am mad. Because I had big plans for tonight. I was excited. And now my mom is being fucking pissy.
Stuff happens,
Well,
I suppose.
You are
She's just a princess,
you
and I'll
are
do
a kid
anything
in your
to get away.
parents'
It's either
house.
I
You
end the
kind of
stream now.
It
It's either end the
happens.
stream now, or she shuts the damn Wi-Fi off.
oh, you should probably listen to your mom.
Yeah, I don't care about her. I'm so done. Months ago, even years ago, she snapped me past my breaking point, and now I can't even hold emotions back.
That's something to work on then.
Oh no, I'm just broken and I can't be fixed. I'm just so done with her. As soon as I move out, I am removing all forms of connection with her. I am done with her.
Work.
That does not sound like a good idea.
It is pretty unhealthy.
No, I'm just done with her.
It is pretty unhealthy though to break all contact though.
She made me lose 10 years with half my family.
10 years?
10 years with my grandma. She made me lose all communication with my dad's side of the family because of something he did.
I see.
I had no idea I even had a second grandma. So I'm done with her.
So anyways, on that note, I'll be ending my stream here.
Yeah.
Next time I'll be playing... Let's see here, what was it? Oh yeah, Cold Fear.
Alright, the one that came out, like, they unfortunately came out after Resident Evil 4, even though it was
came
in
out like a
development.
month after Resident Evil 4. So it had no attention whatsoever, and...
It died out. It died.
Unfortunately, yeah. Even though it was actually really good.
Yeah, but it's just the people were just loving Resident Evil 4.
And it's almost near the end of October, can you believe it?
Yeah.
Please don't remind me.
Yeah, surprisingly already.
We got it just over a week to go now, Mikey.
I know.
A week of...
I know.
If you got plans, we better make them now. So, Cold Fear. I think that'll be the end of Spooktober. But, well, for me, we still have some party streams up, like Obscure 2.
Obscure 2, yeah.
We got Obscure 2. We got possibly B3313. We've got there was something else. Oh yeah, Cry of Fear.
Yeah, the Cry of Fear. Oh, the revisit to Globtastic maps of Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh yeah.
So I'll have to write it all down, and yeah, we got to get those set up before October ends because we're actually nearing the end here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all you guys hanging out in the chat, don't forget, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, so you know that when we are back for the rest of Spooktober, because we got a couple more fun things for you guys ready.
Yep, and I have links to everyone here in my description. I've got Mikey and Burke. I think Ghost was in the just watching. Maybe? Or is he still playing Luigi's?
I think he's hang on, let me
Yeah, Ghost is playing Luigi's Mansion. I'm not sure if he finished it yet, but check
no,
him out.
I don't think he's finished
no,
it
he
yet.
no, he did. He's playing Pokemon now.
Alright. But yeah, check him out too. He's got some Spooktober stuff going on. And I think that's it for here. I'll keep you guys posted on the community posts of what we figure out. Thank you everyone for coming. Bye-bye.